The theme of today's show: the narcissist. Who's the real narcissist? Here, I'm going to have a case study of the average girl that you're hearing their sob story from. And we've all heard this before. It seems like every girl that breaks up with their ex or whoever their baby father was, he was toxic, he was insecure, and he was a narcissist. And he was controlling. It's always one of those 5, 6 things. You keep hearing the same thing over and over. And he was abusive. Yeah, I forgot about that. And he was abusive. We need to get rid of these terms, man, because it's so overused to the point that it will be like an actual victim of this. I'm talking about where they didn't see it coming, which is actually a rarity. And when it actually happens, nobody believes them, especially us. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a shame. But when you use up your VC, if you know what I'm saying, you use up your Mario coins, whatever, your Sonic, your XP, crying wolf. It hurts the actual people that are suffering in silence, or people that are actually forced in certain positions that they didn't want to be in. So here we are. We're going to show you, if I can pull it up real quick, Persia. Welcome to Persia's page. So this Instagram person's name is Persia Bella, right? So the theme of her page is basically, it's going to be her talking crazy about her baby dad. Literally her whole page. So I'm going to show you one example, and I don't even have to scroll that far down. She's going to refer to her baby father as the narcissist. Not even just a narcissist, just the narcissist. That's going to be the theme of her page, right? I'm just going to give you one example.
You're the worst, you're the worst. I cannot die bigger than my universe.
Okay, let me narrate. Here, she says, trying to explain to narcissist, she forgot the why the things he keeps doing is hurting me and that I feel unheard and unappreciated. And then the narcissist replies back, I don't really care if you cry. Now, here's the problem with this. Unfortunately, girls like guys like that. Unfortunately. Hence why I tell people do not butt in. Do not butt in. I've been trying to tell dudes this for a while. There's no victims out here. There's only volunteers. But with Instagram and TikTok, now the word is getting out. So men are making, and younger dudes are making smarter decisions when it comes to that. Now, this is the theme of her page, right? I'm not going to show a whole lot because you can see what you need to see on her page. Now, this is where I know she's lying about her ex being a narcissist and toxic and insecure, blah, blah, blah. Here's how I know she's most likely the problem herself. Or she was and she lost. That was my theory. Look at her bio. Realtor. I'm going to highlight some terms for you real quick. The realtor. Me and AJ went over this the other day. One of the biggest thought professions is that's in the top 10, realtor. And and it says certified DV specialist. Now for DV, she means domestic violence, right? But I didn't know that. I didn't know you could get licensed in that. I'm like, there's a certification for. There's a certification for it. Okay, all right. Now right here, survivor. Now let me put it back on me real quick. When you see survivor in a girl's Instagram bio or Facebook bio or Twitter bio, 7 times out of 10, it wasn't. Nothing really happened to her, like physically. When you talk about when they put survivor in the bio, 7 times out of 10, nothing really happened. Hence why I was like, oh, this girl full of cap. And I was like, as soon as I looked through her page, I'm like, I need to see the other side of the story. I got to hear his side. And the more I scroll down, she complains about narcissism, her being a narcissist. But check this out right here. Check this out right here. I'm going to show you one meme after a narcissistic meme, after one narcissistic meme, one after another. So here she makes a caption of her dancing, and the caption says, stop forcing that man to be better and get you a better man. That's her mindset. That's her mindset. That's what she is. And it's just her dancing in front of a camera. Now, if you look at her post, she makes a lot of posts like this, right? How many people you told that you look so much happier after you left? That's another one. Another narcissistic post. Right here. Prime example. People should stop asking me. Let me see.
Should stop asking me why I act the way I do. I don't know. My dad is bald. I feel like people should stop asking me why I act the way I do. I don't know. My dad is bald.
So, that's her mentality again. Don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. I'm proud and independent. All right. And here, right here, this is one of the prime narcissistic memes she puts out there. She says here, I'm in my it's about me era. Don't come over here wasting my time. I'm wifey, so my husband needs to be obsessed with me. Loving, reassuring, fine as hell, communicates well, untouchable, and a God-fearing man. This literally looks like every single Tinder profile that you read. And mind you, this girl also, let me add another thing. She's a single mom, and her child is mixed. So that means she got knocked up by a ninja. Anyway, she's going to ask the person has to be her husband. And basically, you're going to have to do everything that her ex didn't have to do. What her baby father did not have to do. Right. All right. But if I kind of skipped around, but if you look at her page, it's always, you see her talking about a narcissist. Look at this comment. It says, all of your videos are about a narcissist. You must miss him. And this is the facts. These are the truth. I don't have enough time because I already went over this in my live stream yesterday. But she replied. I didn't see this. Hold on. I feel there's, let me see, or she's just happy to share that she escaped and is healed. Can we also get rid of this word healing? Every girl I have met that's about, I have not met one healed woman. I haven't met a whole lot of healed men out there either, but men don't be acting like we already know it's just rough out here. We don't be out here perpetrating that we healed. we are who we are. It just is what it is. Let me see how she replied this. I feel like only narcissistic men think this way. No, it's just an observation. I feel like, hint, hint. And then he replies back, I'm not a narcissist, but in my humble opinion, when people are healed, they don't talk about their exes anymore. Worse, if it's on social media. I agree. I'm talking about men or women. You can tell when somebody's like really, and even then, I'm talking about people that have been through like some real stuff, not her. Somebody that's been through like real pain with somebody, and they'll move on. And I'm saying, like, they don't talk about the person when they're not even talking about it on social media. They don't really need therapy like that anymore, or they'll find a guy or they'll find a girl and they can just move on with their life. Those be the ones that I'd be considered close to healed. But people like this, they're not even close to healing. You know why? Here's how I know why. I bet you this whole narcissistic thing about her ex, I bet you he be still smashing on the low. How much money you want to bet? How much money? Dude, I said the same thing about Sierra and Future last year in 2020, before that song even dropped about Future talking about he still smashes on C. I said, like, I on one of my old videos, I said, call me crazy, but I think Sierra still and Future are still smashing. And people was like, nah, but she got a restraining order. That restraining order don't stop nothing. If the dude got the cheeks once, or especially if he got it plenty of times before, and he's the baby father, he can get at her again. Just by the logic, just by the science, it's going to happen again. Hence why this is why I don't even understand why people be becoming stepfathers. I don't get it, because I'll be like, she belongs to the baby father forever. You're just butting in where you're not supposed to. Anyway. He put a simp comment on it. He said, also, you're way too beautiful and deserve better. I'll say this. Oh Lord. He even put a simp comment after to actually smooth it. I could tell he's actually not even coming from a place of trolling or hate, or he's not even trying to be a smartass. He's just literally saying, look, like, you're way too pretty to be talking about this so-called narcissist. Like, the way she labels it throughout her page is like the narcissist. Like, you think this dude is a supervillain or something from a Marvel character, from a Marvel movie. And no, she's what she's people trying to talk about. She's trying to help people. No, she's not. What ladies don't realize when they do stuff. Let me put it on me real quick. What ladies do stuff like this in terms of labeling this person the narcissist and doing stuff like that, they don't understand. The more ish you talk about your ex, the more you actually raise his sexual market value. I know it's a weird thing. If you really want to hurt your ex, this is like Ariana Grande said it. She literally gave ladies the game here. Told you, I'll take a source from anywhere, even if somebody I don't really mess with. So Ariana Grande literally gave ladies a gem. She said, if you really want to hurt your ex's chances on getting other girls in the future, say how nice he is. Sing his praises. You're actually lowering his sexual market value. The more ish you talk about him, how he isn't this and you not that, and what happens is ladies are just gonna get curious about him. Look at Future. Everybody thinks that he's this toxic person, and it actually, I'm pretty sure if the truth comes out and it shows how good he is, it's gonna lower his the interest. That's how ladies work. Like if you're like, I remember Lana Del Rey had made like a billboard or something about her ex, like my ex lived here and blah blah blah. She thought, like, I don't know, she thought that was gonna, you're actually raising his, you're literally holding his peen in the air by doing that. Ariana Grande said, if you want to actually lower his sexual mark, say how he's good in bed, because if you put his thing right here, you're actually expecting him to over deliver and he's not going to deliver, and you actually lower it because you're saying he's such a good guy, blah, blah, blah. So why are you not with him? He must be too nice, or he must not be exciting. That's how they think. You know what I'm saying? But most ladies are not going to take that advice from Ariana Grande, because if you give your ex your praise, that means people are going to be like, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? And most ladies do not want to be in that position to take responsibility in why they left a good guy, right? So let's go back. Let me go back to the hating real quick. Oh, man. Anyway, let's go back here, man. Let's go back to this thread. They said, you're not lying. He's in his feels. Bruh. She said, if you knew my story, you would know that I make videos to spread awareness and give hope to others experiencing toxic relationships. No, she's not. It says, made sense. I also dated a girl who was narcissist, so I understand, because I really don't know. Nah. He folded. Dude, stand on it. Don't let them bully you out your stance. You was right on. Oh, man. I can tell this guy, he's not an asshole. He's not, I don't even think he's simping. I think this is a decent dude. He is a simp, but he's not a bad person. I can tell he's a person that, hey, maybe I don't know. I can tell he's one of those kind of guys. He was spot on. And I'll say this, he is right. She is pretty enough to get a step gun. She is pretty enough to find somebody else to take care to be the step dummy. She's pretty enough to find that. But she's still single. Girls like that, I know girls with like three different kids by like 3 different baby daddies, fat, and they still find like a decent dude, like a really decent stepdad. I know girls tattoos up the yin yang, and she can't find a stepdaddy to step. I'm like, she can't even find, like, I know women, like Joe Rogan's a stepdad, bro. Like, you can't find nobody. When she says the narcissist, here's the hint. She's the narcissist. She's talking about herself. Okay, you guys, hey man, these are the things you gotta spot, you know. And also, here's how you know this is just a typical girl avoiding the L that she took, which was her ex, you know, telling her what she needed to, what she wanted to hear. She was basically dating baby boy. And I'm just gonna pull up this meme right here. So here, this caption says, me explaining to him that it's not working out, but he convinced me to start a family instead. And then it says, my result is me being a single mom, which is kind of funny. But just the lack of responsibility here to say, what do you mean convince you to start a family? Y'all wasn't married. So basically, with this post, it told me everything I needed to know about the situation. I'm like, oh, so she was basically dating baby boy. And baby boy is a reference to Jody, right? Jody had like 2 baby mom, no, one baby mom, I think, or another one, and he had a girl, and he had a main girl, right? And in the movie, Jody and his mom were having a conversation, right? And Jody's mom gave him some real ninja advice. She told him, stop fornicating with these women and telling them that I want you to have your baby and stuff. Stop doing that, because they believe you when you do that, especially if you're doing it good. She told him stop doing that. And I think we need to start telling men to stop doing that stuff. Whispering in her ear while doing all that. Because if you talk to a lady and she's telling the truth, which is rare, she'll let you know her triggers, her attraction triggers, or what gets her turned on and blah, blah, blah. And that's one of those things that ninjas be doing. They have to stop doing that, because I can tell she bought completely into him. She bought completely in. And I'm pretty sure there was plenty of people saying no, but she bought in because he did all the tricks. He did all the tricks to get at her. And when she's like, I'm keeping this one, he said, well, I'm out. Or it's either that, or he was like, yeah, I'll take care, but we're not really together like that. Or basically, yeah, I'll take care of my responsibilities, but you're not finished. I think when she kept his kid, he was like, yeah, I'll help you. But she probably thought it was going to be them together, just because he said it in her ear, right? Just because he said, I want you to have my baby. She thought, oh, we finna be together. Nope, that's not. He's just telling you everything. He probably did everything for you to stay that specific night so he can go Roski that night, which is wrong. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's up to you as a lady. It's your body, your choice. This is the power you wanted. So here you go. You got to take that L. So basically with that meme, I'm like, oh, so you was with Jody. you got impregnated by Jody. Anyway. And here's how this is another narcissistic meme right here. Look this right here. This was the killer for me. So in this caption, it's her fake crying, right? Like as a joke, fake crying as a joke, right? And it's supposed to be a joke in her eyes, but it's her saying, me thinking about how my son is going to get bullied because his mama is a MILF. Now, I don't know why she thought that was funny, but that's just a weird thing to even just say. Like, imagine if a man said, thinking about how my daughter is going to get at because I'm attractive to her young teenage friends. That guy would be called a metaphile. I can't say the actual word on here, but it would be a rap ski for him. That guy, if he said something even closely remote to that, right? Ah, Lord. Wow. And like this was the oh yeah, right here. This is what I'm looking for. This is the comment right here. This is from a lady, by the way. She said, Jesus, full of yourself much. And look how Persia Bella responded. It's a whole joke. And yes, I can be if I want. That right there is a reply of a narcissist. Right there. That is a narcissist reply. So now I can put 2 and 2 together by looking at your profile. You're not a victim. You're a person. It was one narcissist that met another narcissist. Y'all came together playing games. You lost. And now, because you can't take that L, now you're dragging your narcissist. If this guy was such like I said, if he committed a crime against you, why don't you put his name out there? Because you're saying you're a victim of why don't you put his name there? You can't, because you're full of caca. That's why. I need to hear his side of the story, because I'm looking at her memes. I'm looking at her content. I'm like, this. She's a narcissist herself. You just probably met a bigger, I'm just assuming you met a bigger narcissist and you were kind of intrigued by that and you lost. Corey Holcomb said one of the realest thing I ever heard, like more than 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago on his show. He said, y'all moms is not the victims that they claim now to be. He said, y'all moms was participants of the game and lost. That right there. They should have put that on a frame or something. It should be like, you see how like you go to certain people's house and they got like a Bible verse on their wall or whatnot, or you go to a church and that right there should be like a banner or something. You know what I mean? That was powerful. That is powerful. Like a lot of the people, yeah, your mom dated assholes and whatnot, but your mom was entertaining them. And there was probably another dude, probably plenty of other dudes that would have treated her like a queen, right? Like literally, because I'm looking at her. I could tell she was probably with other dudes, using this one guy for free meal, using this other guy for this, and who did she give the reward to? The guy that was the a-hole, the guy that didn't really treat her like anything and just told her everything she wanted to hear, right? And he won because you were intrigued by that guy, you know? So I don't understand why girls like that can, if she could just take an L, she could actually move on with her life, and actually she actually is pretty enough, I think. I'm just going by, I know she got a lot of makeup on, I know that. Trust me, I know. But I think she's pretty enough to where even though she has a son, the only she could actually find a decent earning because I didn't seen girls, they're not even all that, they just get the plastic surgery and they'll have kids already, but then they'll find like a rich lawyer to actually take care of it. I'll be like, how? And they'll have like multiple kids. She only got one. I think you know what's stopping her, because it's a ninja. Because the kid is clearly mixed. So once they see the kid, they're gonna be like, oh, what happened there? You know what I mean? Like, I'll see like say like it'll be a woman, right, and she'll have Spanish looking kids, or like passing white Spanish kids, European Spanish kids, right? And then it'll be like a mixed family, but sometimes you can't really tell because they all look like the mom, right? And you don't really ask those questions, right? But since she does have a ninja baby, it's going to be a little harder for her. But I think she's pretty enough to where she could actually find a stepdad that's actually pretty well to do. But she's ruining it by like, if I don't know what her counsel is. I don't know. I gotta take a look at this. Oh, this is gonna be a long video right here. That's how you know I'm hating heavy. But like, that was the nail in the coffin right here. Oh Lord, it's just sad. But I'm looking at this because she clearly she could like she could easily. Oh man, let me just end this, man. Let me end this, man. She's just shooting herself in the foot, man.